Welcome back to Sip the Tatted Films. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and today is our preview video for Week 8. It is the Chicago Bears versus our Baltimore Ravens, and we are in a playoff mode from here on out. I've said it all week on different platforms. I feel like we're in win or go home mode as of right now, and all you can do as a team is actually they come out fighting. Your back is against the wall, like the cliff is right behind you, and there's nothing you can do but go forward and one game at a time, one game at a time. But you got to put wins together. I think maybe you can afford to lose one more game and still have an outside shot. But I think if you lose this game Sunday, chances are it's pretty much a wrap because the mentality will definitely change around the team. But let's get into the preview and kind of talk about the Chicago Bears some and a little bit about the Baltimore Ravens and see what they do and who are their better players and things like that. So I appreciate you guys coming back. Let's get into it. Welcome back. Run the intro. All right, this is the offensive comparison. Matter of fact, let me take myself out of the screen. All right, so here we go. Points for, meaning points scored. You'll see that the Bears have more points scored, 152 to 144. Yards, Bears have more yards offensively. They have more plays offensively. They have about 50 more plays, 49 more plays. Yards per play, the Ravens are better than them by 1 percentage point, 1/10 of a point, I'm sorry. Turnovers, the Ravens have 10. The Bears only have 5. Fumbles lost, Ravens have 5. We know we got them 3 from Derrick Henry. I think we got 1 from Cooper Rush. Maybe 2 from Cooper Rush, but I can't remember where that last fumble loss come from. But the Bears only have 2. First down, the Bears have 116 to 103. Completions, 115 to 112. So that's kind of the same right there. Passing yards, the Bears have 1,303, while the Ravens have 1,098. And keep in mind, the Bears have had their starter for the entire 6 games. Lamar hadn't played since week 3, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a combination of Snoop Huntley, Cooper Rush, and Lamar Jackson, whereas the Bears stats are pretty much all Caleb Williams. Touchdowns, Ravens have 10, Bears have 9. Interceptions, Ravens have 5, Bears have 3. When you go to first downs, Bears have more first downs than the Ravens, 62 to 55. And that's rushing first downs. I'm sorry, I failed to say that's rushing first downs. Yards rushing, Bears barely eking the Ravens out by like 19 yards. Touchdowns are even at 6 apiece. Yards per rush, the Ravens are up there at 5.3, where the Bears are 4.4. First down, the Bears have more, which means they're controlling the clock longer. Penalties, the Bears have a lot more. They have 53 penalties for 450 plus yards, while the Ravens only have 38 for 275. Drives, Bears have more drives, meaning they've had the ball longer. But when I want to get into the actual average time per drive, that is pretty much even. It's 241 for the Ravens. It's 248 for the Bears. Actual average plays per drive, pretty much 5 apiece. Points per drive, right around the same area. So if you're looking at two offenses that are fairly comparable, especially when they go against not so great defenses, and both teams have not so great defenses. Let's drop on this other side and see what each team has defensively when compared to each other. Now on this chart, it is not the actual defense's numbers, it's where they rank in the NFL, because the discrepancy would be too big to kind of put on the chart. So these are the defensive rankings for the Ravens and the Bears. Points per game, and this means points given up per game. Excuse me. The Ravens are last. They give up the most points in the NFL, but the Bears ain't too far behind them. They 25. Yards per game, Ravens are 30th. Bears are 25. Passing yards per game, Ravens 28, Bears 17. Rush yards per game, this is I think the only category where the Ravens are better. They're 26, whereas the Bears are 28, which is a spot where I think the Ravens can really apply pressure on them. They can't stop the run, and we have found a way to really run the ball over that pass game. I think that's a spot where we really can take advantage of them and kind of mess the whole game plan up because we can control the clock as well. Touchdowns allowed. We're the 30th in the NFL in allowing touchdowns. They're 23. Sacks, we are next to last in getting sacks. We are next to last in getting sacks. Remember, 2 injured people lead the Baltimore Ravens in sacks. Nnamdi Madubuike and Tavius Robinson. Nnamdi we probably won't see no more. Tavius we might not see to the later part of the season. And they still lead the team in sacks. And Nnamdi got sack number 2 week 2. We're week 8. So, all right, the interception rate. The Bears are number 1 in interception rate. Numero uno. Ravens are 30th. Meaning you put the ball up, the Bears can take it away. But the caveat to that is a lot of their DBs are not playing. And we'll talk about that when we get to the injury report at the end of this video. Right here, we're going to take a look at one key thing offensively and one key thing defensively and kind of put some numbers out there to kind of give you a general idea of what to look for out of the Chicago Bears on Sunday. And the Bears have had 362 coverage snaps. These are the results of those coverage snaps, like what they play the most in. If you see the blue, which is 96 reps, they're in cover 3. Orange, which is 95 reps, one behind it, they're in cover 1. So 3 and 1 is your main ones. So in my eyes, a lot of crossers, a lot of picks, and a lot of vertical seam shots around the hashes. Because that's where you can, and a lot of flood as well. That's where you can actually run flood versus 1 and 3. Your seam shots are more so versus 3. When you get your guys widen up, you can hit that little alley shot like 10 to 15 yards down the field. And a lot of 4 verts, which is the seams too as well. And then if it's in man, you just run your man beaters. So you got to have like man beaters on one side and maybe cover 3 beaters on the other, because the majority of what you're going to see is that the third most coverage they run, which is like 65 times, is cover 6. And like it's quarter half for a lot of folks. So it's safety wise, you got 3 deep guys still, but it's not cover 3. 2 of those deep guys have a quarter of the field. Then one of them have a half of the field. That's why it's called quarter half. And then you can have anywhere from 3 to 4 guys underneath playing hook curl, seam flats, or just straight up flats. It depends on how you want to do it underneath. But that's a idea of what the Bears would do defensively, as far as coverage wise. All right, on the offensive side, and stopping the run to me is the main thing, because if they get the ball, if they get down and start running the ball and can do play action, I feel like that's going to be a hindrance to us stopping them defensively. So these are the run concepts they've run the most in 2025 season. Outside zone is their biggest run. They ran it 51 times. The next biggest run is like some kind of man run, inside zone is the next biggest run. It's 27. So outside zone, inside zone is what you're going to get out of Swift and Caleb, because they run a lot of zone read. Well, not a lot of zone read. They run some zone read as well. And then the third most run is the run that has hurt us the most, are man runs. And that could be like duo, ISO, stuff like that. So you get a lot of inside zone, outside zone, and duo and stuff like that. Those are the 3 big run concepts. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Okay, what I was going to say is I charted their explosive runs yesterday. And I think they had 27 runs of 10 yards or more. And if I'm not mistaken, I left my paper not with me at work. I think 10 or 11 of those 27 runs were Caleb Williams scrambling. They were pass plays called, but he scrambled out the pocket. So their most effective explosive run has been Caleb scrambling. So, but also when he scrambles, he's extremely less accurate when he does that as well. So you don't want him to scramble, but I guess if you do want him to get out the pocket and throw the ball, that's probably your best bet. But it's a double-edged sword. If you get out the pocket and don't throw it, that's become one of their better running plays. If you get out the pocket and do throw it, that's been one of their worst offensive plays, period. So you got to pick your poison on how you do that and how you approach it. But let's talk about the leaders on that team. And obviously, we were just talking about Caleb Williams. He's their leader. He's thrown for 1,351 yards so far with 9 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Not bad. He's really gotten better from what people labeled him last year. But I would also say the team has gotten better as well. They overhauled the offensive line. He already had weapons. They just added more to it. Got him a safety valve, tight end out the draft, and defensively they've gotten better. But he's played a lot better this year and a lot more efficient. Interceptions are way down. Touchdowns are way up, 9-3 touchdown to interception ratio. Their rushing leader so far, DeAndre Swift, 89 attempts, 419 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4.7 yards per carry. Bagged up by Kylie Minogue. I think that's the rookie from Rutgers. Let me check. See if my draft knowledge serves me right. Yep, rookie from Rutgers. Yep, that's him. He also has 35 carries for 162 yards and a touchdown as well. And Caleb has 2 rushing touchdowns to go along with it. Receiving wise, they got a plethora of good young receivers over there. Most yards is Rome Odunze. DJ Moore comes in second with 258. Luther Burden, who's a rookie from Missouri, at 172. They also throw to DeAndre Swift. He has 166 yards. And Zacchaeus, I can't pronounce his first name. Zacchaeus is another receiver that they get involved with as well. As far as the number of catches and who gets the ball the most, Rome Odunze with 24, DJ Moore with 22, Zacchaeus with 18, Swift with 16, and Burden with 12. Defensively, who to look out for them? Who makes all their tackles defensively? They got 2 linebackers that a couple years ago claimed they were better than Roquan and PQ when we had them. They thought they were better than Fred and Greenlaw too, but that has not turned out to be the case. But Tremaine Edwards is their leading tackler. Kevin Bayard, safety, is the next leading tackler. Then Noah Sewell is the third at 31. As far as who gets targeted the most, Nahshon Wright, who is probably their weaker corner. Tyreek Stevens is next. Tremaine Edmonds, Kevin Bayard, and then Noah Sewell as well. Who's giving up the most catches? That would be Tremaine Edmonds and Nahshon Wright. But let's kind of look at the injury report so we can see who's not playing. So that'll give you a better idea of how we can attack this team with the best interception ratio in the NFL. And here's that final injury report for the Bears. And I talked about how good they were as far as their interception rate. But Kyler Gordon's out, DB. Roschon Johnson, a backup running back, out. Braxton Jones, offensive lineman, out. Tyreek Stevens, DB, out. Cole Kmet, out. So 2 of their really good DBs are out. And Nahshon Wright was limited. Even though he was full, Thursday and Friday, he still was limited. But questionable, you got, who is this? DeAndre Swift, Austin Booker, who's an edge guy. I don't know, Amon. I'm not gonna mess up his middle name or his last name. And then a kicker. Kicker don't really matter. He fully practiced. But Kyler Gordon and Tyreek Stevenson being out really hurts that interception rate. So I think we have a chance if we need to for the receivers to get off. I really do, especially if we start running the ball very well and they stack the box. Receivers need to get off. Let's look at the Ravens' final injury report and then go from there. And this is the Ravens' final injury report. Nobody listed as out. The only person that's even on here for game status is Lamar Jackson with questionable, but he fully practiced Friday. Awuzie fully practiced. Zay fully practiced. Kyle fully practiced. DeAndre Hopkins fully practiced. Marlon Humphrey fully practiced. Lamar fully practiced. Project Pat fully practiced. Roquan fully practiced. Ronnie did not practice, but it was addressed that they gave him a vet day. So nothing happened. He just didn't practice because of a vet day. And then Tez fully practiced as well. So as far as this injury report coming or looking, we fully loaded. No excuses. Everybody's all go get the job done. It's that simple. It's that simple. Get the job done. All right, to close this thing on out, I appreciate you guys for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Like the video, if you like this content, subscribe if you've not done so, and hit that bell so you'll be notified when the rest of this content drops. But as far as predictions, I feel like the Ravens are going to come out and really be motivated and put one of their best efforts forward. I'm looking for 35, 21, 24 game. Ravens on top. I feel like the offense, takes a quarter to get their self together. With Lamar being back, with Project Pat being back, then they get the humming because I feel like we're going to be able to run the ball on them. And then when they stack the box in those run situations, we have playmakers to beat their pretty much backup corners for the most part because their 2 top corners are out. So I feel like we're gonna dominate in that area. Offensive line, I really don't think it's gonna be a change based off reports that have came out. So they're gonna go what they know, and I think John is really coaching for his job Sunday, and that's why I think we'll probably get the best effort from the Ravens in a long time. I don't know why it takes him to be backed up in that corner, but if that's what it is what it is. So again, if you made it this far in the video, put hashtag then your score prediction, so I know you made it this far in the video. I appreciate y'all again, and peace and love, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for the watch party. Make sure you come here for the watch party. Trivia, points. It's the end of the month too, close to the end of the month, and we have a lot of fun over here during the watch party. So I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.